If you're in Orlando, you know the summer drill. The heat is just relentless, and your air conditioner is working overtime. You know, a ceiling fan seems like the perfect way to get some relief without your electricity bill going through the roof. But getting it installed the right way? Well, that's way more important than you might think. So let's get into it, why calling a pro for this job is such a bright idea.
All right, let's talk about Orlando's big cooling dilemma. It's the heat versus the bill, right? That endless battle we all fight every single Florida summer.
I mean, it's the classic question, isn't it? What's actually worse? The oppressive, sticky heat that makes you feel like you're walking through soup? Or that shocking electricity bill that shows up and makes your jaw drop? It's a tough call.
And that's when the ceiling fan enters the picture, looking like the perfect money-saving hero. It moves the air, gives you that nice cool breeze, and lets you nudge the thermostat up a few degrees. It seems so simple. But is the installation really that straightforward?
So let's talk about the DIY risk. It's so tempting to just do it yourself. You go to the store, grab a fan, and think, hey, I can knock this out on Saturday. But what can really go wrong? Well, as it turns out, quite a lot.
And this is the part we have to take seriously. We're not just talking about a little frustration here. The Electrical Safety Foundation International puts it bluntly. Improper DIY electrical work is a major cause of thousands of house fires every year. That's a risk that's just not worth taking. You know, as professionals, we see the aftermath of these DIY attempts all the time. It starts with the annoying stuff, right? The wobbly, noisy fan that just drives you crazy. But it gets much, much worse. We've seen fans literally fall from the ceiling. We see tripped breakers, burnt-out motors, and some really dangerous wiring mistakes that are, frankly, just a fire waiting to happen. So let's just break it down, side by side. On your own, you could be looking at a whole weekend project, easy. Plus, you got to buy tools, and if something goes wrong, the repair costs are all on you. Now, look at the professional side. It's done in a couple of hours, the safety risk is practically zero, you get one clear price, and the work is warranted. That success rate at the bottom? Yeah, that pretty much says it all.
And that brings us to the professional difference. This is all about expertise you can actually trust, and how a real pro gets the job done right the very first time.
You know, this is where local experience is absolutely key. Orlando homes, especially in areas like Winter Park or Lake Nona, they have their own little quirks. That's why you want a team that's been in your neighborhood for years. Take TJ Handyman Services. They've been installing fans all over the area since 2012. They've seen it all, and they know exactly what to look for.
A pro has a system, and it always starts with safety. First thing, power is turned off at the breaker. No exceptions. Then they inspect everything, the wiring, the ceiling support. And this is the crucial step most people miss. They'll install a proper, fan-rated electrical box that's designed to hold the weight and vibration. Only then do they securely mount and wire the new fan, test everything, and clean up. It's a methodical, safe process from start to finish.
Now, let's talk about choosing the right fan. Because believe me, not all fans are created equal. Matching the fan to your actual space is absolutely vital for getting maximum cooling. And really, it boils down to two main options. If you have standard ceilings, under 9 feet, a flush mount fan is your best bet. It sits right up against the ceiling, so you get plenty of headroom. But for those beautiful, high vaulted ceilings you see in a lot of Florida homes, you absolutely need a Downrod fan. That rod lowers the blades to the perfect height to actually move the air around in that big space.
Okay. So when you put it all together, the right fan, installed safely by a pro, it's more than just a nice feature. It's one of the smartest investments you can make for your home.
Because here's the real payoff. When you use a ceiling fan, you can raise your thermostat and still feel just as cool. And that can lead to a 20 to 30% reduction in your cooling costs. Now, over a long, hot Orlando summer, that adds up to some serious money back in your pocket. So think about it this way. You're not just buying a fan. You're investing in your comfort every single day. You're adding real value to your home. And you're getting a return on that investment every single month on your power bill. It's a total win-win-win. So when you really weigh the potential disaster of a DIY attempt against the guaranteed safety and efficiency of a professional job, the choice is pretty clear, right? Are you ready to stay cool without the risk and just get it done right the first time?
If you are, then it's time to reach out to a trusted local professional. A team like TJ Handyman Services will make sure your fan is installed safely and is working perfectly. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy that beautiful breeze.